How you guys doing? Mike here, and we're gonna do something that we haven't done in a while, which is we're gonna do a sales review of merch by Amazon. Merch is back, right? It's exciting. I don't know how you guys are feeling, how your sales are going. I feel like it's ramping up slowly. I mean, it's definitely strange to kind of go a few months with merch sales being completely out of whack and not what they used to be. But again, I understand the situation, and we are where we are. But let's dive right into these numbers and see what's happening. Total number of sales for May. This is the May review. As you can see here, 91. Most of them in the States. 86 two returns. 3 in the UK and 2 in Germany. Total sales amount $1,316 for the total royalties of just under $200. Now I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about this because I made a few changes and lowered my royalties significantly, and this actually happened just before the COVID-19 shut down and everything, because I wasn't really understanding why the sales were going down. They were, going down significantly, and I was playing around with some with my prices and everything. Not that it helped with sales, because previous month, meaning April, for everybody, I'm assuming was at zero. That's where my sales were, and we're going to review that. As you can see here, 95% of products sold were in the States, but again, the numbers reflect that as well, and everything else was in the UK and Germany. Average per day, and I'm gonna show you guys a chart. This is the Pretty Merch Pro version when you go into your analytics. Average per day. 3 sales. So there were days where I had 1 sale. There were days where I think I had 7 or 8. Record days, 7 sales, and royalties for that day $15-16. So again, this is definitely nothing compared to what I'm used to. But again, it is the reality, and what is happening right now. I have no idea what the next couple of months are going to be like. I'm going to compare the sales for you guys, this month and last couple of months compared to last year. But again, I really don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know where we're going to be in a couple of months and what Amazon's going to do. So unique products sold, 20. So I really want to point this out, because this is 0.3% of all of my live products. That is such a small number that I can't even explain how small of a number that is. That's comical, right? And then the top products here, as you can see, pop sockets for me, huge. T-shirts, standard, premium, and I guess that's it. And then you can get into percentages here. When it comes to fit types, 13% men's, 3% women's, and 1% kids. Okay, that's it for this part. Let's look at the chart here, and then we can go to a different page and compare it to previous months. As you can see here, this is when actually Amazon sent an email out, basically, or message saying we will slowly start rolling out your products and make them available for sale. So I started hitting a few sales a day. Like, as you can see here, 3, 1 in the States, 1 in UK, and then it was going up and down from there, but nothing huge. There hasn't been a huge day. As you can see here, 7 was my top day in May, which again would have been one of the lowest days if we went back maybe 6 or 7 months. So again, I'm thinking things are still ramping up. I'm assuming that a large majority of my products is not available for sale, But again, I would need to do some investigating to actually figure that out. And as you can see here, I've hovered in the 3 to 5 to 7 sales a day. So this is today. Today's June 2nd. It's fairly early in the morning, so I have one sale so far, and in the last 27 days, I've had 27 sales, which is already actually better, looking like it's going to be a better month than the previous month. But let's look at those numbers that I was actually talking about. So April, as you can see here, is 0, and this is where the big drop happened. It was in March. I went down to 68, and comparing it to let's see, last March of 2019, I had 302 sales. So that is a huge drop. I mean, I had already noticed a drop in January and February, but this was not due to anything related to the corona or COVID virus. I don't know exactly why it happened. It must have been something to do with my products, but this is where the significant drop happened. So 68 in March, 0 in April, and now we're back to at least some digits. And I was going to say double digits. So we're looking at 86, and this looks like an okay start to June. Now, I'm not exactly sure, like I mentioned, how you guys are doing and what's going on with you, if there's going to be a longer time frame of the product rollout. But if I go here and I look at this is a new feature with Pretty Merch Pro, and it's actually giving me the stats of my live products, buyable products, products with sales, and there's a bunch of zeros. So that's not reading it correctly. So because this isn't accurate, because I'm getting sales and products with sales, it would mean that, so there's got to be a bit of a disconnect here. But I wonder how many actual products are up for sale out of the 5,929 that I actually have listed. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there, and how long Amazon will actually take to make all of my products available. But I'm assuming that over the next couple of weeks and definitely a couple of months, these numbers will increase significantly. The other thing, and just to wrap this up, the other thing that I wanted to mention is that I've hit 6,000 sales finally. So again, and I don't know if they're going to be doing the tier ups, actually implementing the change, but my next tier will be 8,000, and it could happen any day. They were pretty much on time every other time that I've hit a required number of sales. So here we are, and I do have to be honest that this time I am less prepared than I have been last few times, because I was really actively involved working with merch and listing products and being up to date. Even, for example, like I would have never allowed this in the past. I would always have 6,000 products live, and now, just because of what has happened over the last couple of months, I've had to put time into other projects, because merch is definitely not, at least for me, what it used to be. Because as you can see here, for example, in comparison, my royalties would be $1,300 compared to $200 last month. So there's a huge difference, right? So I really have to invest money and time into other projects that I'm working on that will give me a better return for my time. And just the other thing I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm just gonna speed through this. The reason the royalties are so much lower, for example, let's look at, so this is May 2020 with 86 sales and royalties of, so we're going to round up $200. So 86 sales, $200. So let's find another month in the previous years that's pretty close. So let's say December 17th. Now I'm only looking at the numbers to show you the royalties and what I've done. So products sold 92 and my royalties were $414. So 92 sales, $414 versus 86. So 6 products less, but less than half of my royalties. So that's because I've actually gone and lowered my my royalty percentage on a large number of products, and that's why I'm earning a lot less. So this could have easily been $400 in royalties, but I'm choosing to do this now. Well, I chose to do a couple of months ago, and it looks like it might have been for the wrong reason. So what I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks is go through my products slowly and definitely change the price of my top sellers just to bump up the royalties a little bit. Anyways, I'm going to cut this video here. It's already been over 11 minutes. I think that's way too long, but hopefully the information is useful for you guys. Total sales for the month, 91. Previous month, meaning April, 0. And then the month before that was, I can't remember, but something like 60 or 70. So I hope your sales are back. I hope that they're not back to normal. I really hope that they keep increasing and going up. But again, we'll see. The only thing that I want to say is hopefully, merch being back is motivating you to spend more time working on it. If you guys have any ideas, thoughts you want to share, leave me a comment down below. I'm going to try to respond to all of them. And, good luck as always. Thanks for watching.